Howdy folks, High Value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. My wife stepped out for a little bit, so I thought I would come on here and make a video for you guys. And some of you that may be watching this are quite a bit younger than me. I'm towards the end of my 20s, almost 30, and I feel like I have a duty and responsibility to disciple young men, to give advice, to help you along the way. And maybe you're older than me, and maybe you can benefit from this video too. But essentially, I feel like a lot of young men, I'll say most young men, are just lost, man. When a guy hits 16, starts driving, and then into 18, I feel like a man doesn't really know what they are doing until they're like literally maybe 26 or 27. Maybe older. I don't know. So many people don't have it together. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Essentially, I'll keep it vague, but somebody in my family was dating a guy. And I'm just going to use this as a teaching example. I'm not making fun of anybody in this situation. This is just meant to provide an example for you guys to learn from. So this guy that she was dating is from England. Okay, so he came over to the United States to visit the family, just to get to know her a little bit more. This guy is 21 or 22, somewhere in there. He graduated college or university, as it's known over there, and he got a degree in a specific field. So he's now graduated from college. And like so many stories that we hear, this guy's not really doing anything. He doesn't have a job in his field of study. He's living at home with his parents, which is honestly, it's very common. Let's face it, it's expensive to live, folks. It's expensive to move out of your parents' house, and I can't even imagine what it's like in England. As you can tell from my accent, I'm American. I'm from Texas. Okay, and I hear Europe is just that much more expensive to move out. So he's doing that thing, graduated, not working in his field of expertise, living with his parents, right? Completely unattractive. Automatically, you're not setting yourself up to be very marketable to a young lady, right? And so he's just kind of, he doesn't have any vision. He doesn't have any goals that are outlined. Nothing is leaving his mouth that is talking about preparedness, talking about a plan, talking about the future. All of those things young women are attracted to. They want to see you as a man that you are growing, that you are thinking, that you are preparing, that you are willing to put in the hard work in order to take care of them. Okay? And so if you're not doing all those things, if you're just living with your parents, it looks really feminine. Okay? You look feminine. You look like you need to be taken care of, dude. You look like you can't handle yourself, because you literally can't. All right? So what is he doing? So he's like stock trading, apparently. And I'm sure that he's on this Robinhood app, and I have Robinhood. I also have Charles Schwab as well. I'm not sponsored, but I manage some of my money. But that's like his main gig, is stock trading. And dude, like, let's be honest, that's not a solid career. That for most people, you don't do that. Like you go to school, you go to finance school, and his degree wasn't in the business field. It was not in the finance sector. It was in essentially like ocean stuff. Something, I'll just keep it vague, but having to do with the ocean and underwater and marine life, things like that. Dude, you're living with mommy and daddy, sitting here and trading what, $50 you have to your name? Dude, what are you doing, man? That's not attractive to a woman. All she can see is, oh, you're sitting in your computer watching YouTube videos and acting like you're an expert. And so he's doing the stock trading. He is listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey, which is good. That's good. But he's like anti-credit card, so he's going all on this tear about how you should never use a credit card. I, for one, I do use credit cards. I use them to my advantage. I don't overspend. I live within my means, okay? But he's just spouting off all this stuff, and he has no vision. He has no employment. He's got nothing. And what do you know? It sounds like he was very clingy to the lady that he was seeing. And so my wife is telling me all about this, and I summarize it very simple. I tell her two things. I say, hey, wife, so-and-so is retarded. Okay? Right now, in this phase of life, he's young, 20s male. He is quite literally retarded. All right? He's just hearing all this stuff on the internet. He's thinking that he's going to skate the system, go around, take a loophole and sit here and stock trade and make millions of dollars or something, or make a strong living without any formal education. He is retarded. He's listening to Dave Ramsey. It's the thing that's popping up in his Instagram or YouTube. He's retarded. Okay? He needs to grow into himself and to realize who he is. He's all clingy and doing this stuff, blowing up the girl's phone. During our wedding, actually, blowing up the girl's phone, seeing where she's at, where she's doing. Honey, he is retarded right now. He is feminine right now. He doesn't know what it means to be a man right now. He's retarded. And do you know why he is like this? I asked my wife, do you know why? I'm literally unfazed. I'm not mad at anybody in this situation. I understand the reason behind this behavior and why this is not working out, right? This relationship that I'm hearing about. Folks, just about every single problem that you encounter can be traced back to poor male leadership. Say that with me. Poor male leadership. I can almost guarantee you that his father is not properly teaching and instructing him and guiding him. I can promise you, I would bet a couple $1,000 on that fact, that in his youth and even right now, his father is not having deep discussions with him, is not looking at what he's doing, is not involved in his life, and is not trying to guide him towards a future. Is not asking, son, hey, how's the dating going? Has not given him any tips. Look, guys, a man is either going to learn to be a man in one of two ways. They're either going to be taught and cared for and brought up by another man in their life, or they are going to flounder all the way from 18 to whenever that is, whenever they finally do figure it out. For some people, it's 25. For some people, it's 28. For some people, it's 30, 35, maybe longer than that. Men absolutely need discipline. Young men need mentorship in their life, or they're going to learn things the hard way. In my own life, I had a lot of good influence in my life of seeing hard work, of seeing drive, of seeing my father go to such lengths to provide for my family that it left such an incredible mark on me. Sometimes it's almost to a fault that I need to take a step back and try to relax and try to come back down and realize where I am right now. I got a lot of great things from my dad, that hard work. And there are some things that I did not get from my dad. I got a lot of good vision and long-term thinking, but I did not get preparedness. I did not get organization. I did not get like following through with plans. I did not get that from my dad. He did some of that, but in some of his choices he made, it led to difficulties in his life. He's doing very well for himself now. Okay? But my dad, he didn't guide me on college. He did not have a deep discussion with me on XYZ, what to do, who to talk to. He didn't. No, there was no one there to guide me to try to apply to dental school. Nobody had done that there for me. I tried to find mentors along the way. Those people are busy, man. They have their own lives. They have their own children. They have their businesses and careers. No one guided me to dental school. No one was there to guide me to date and to marry. My dad did not have dating apps. My dad simply was introduced to my mother in the local town. I moved across the country to a place that I had never been, didn't know anybody, and tried to break into this community and to date. And I did find my wife. Okay, but it took time and time again, really, and I've talked about it before, of retard maxing, not being retarded. Well, okay, I have been very retarded before, and that's why I have fallen down and down and down many times. But in a way, that's what it takes in order to finally retard max to become who you are today, to figure stuff out. Okay, that's what a man does. They either are taught it or they just figure it out. And oftentimes, it is going to be the hard way. It is going to be painful. It's going to require suffering. And it's going to require financial loss, personal loss, probably physical loss. All of the above. I've been through it. So I feel bad for this young man, because he is in a place that I used to be, being completely retarded with women, not knowing what to say, not knowing where you're going in life, because your life has not taken off yet. I feel bad for him because I see myself in him in so many ways. Find yourself a mentor. Okay? Try to develop a strong relationship with your father. Ask questions. Ask for guidance. Ask for mentorship. And if it's not in your father, find a man that is doing something and is successful that you want to be like. I cannot emphasize how important that is. And hey, maybe it's me, this bozo guy on YouTube in a mask and glasses speaking to you right now. And if it's me, wonderful. My email is in my description on my YouTube channel. Reach out to me. I will help you as best as I know how. Okay? And so with that, I will leave you. I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.